Hello everyone, LuffyNoTomo here, continuing with my manga updates on things I collect. Now I know it's been a very long time since I had a chance to do more updates, but this is from 2014, July, August, large size tankobons, continuing where I last left off with new series, continuing series, and BL series. I'm just going to go through them really quick and hopefully continue on because I've got so much more left to go over. So this is SSG Meimon Danshiko Keproku Volume 3, an ongoing series that deals with past life historical references, but it's a comedy shoujo series. It's alright, I think it's cute, but sometimes the historical facts get in the way. Otherwise, I think it's pretty good. Then we've got the lovely Kami-sama Ore-sama danna-sama Volume 3, an ongoing romantic comedy fantasy shoujo. I love the artwork. It's absolutely gorgeous. And the series is just like cute and funny, so I highly recommend this one. Then we have Are You Alice Volume 10. Servamp Volume 6 with Rito on the cover. He is so gorgeous. He's one of my favorite new characters. Then we have Junjou Romantica Volume 18. This announcement here says TV Anime Season 3 decided, and it also lists Hybrid Child TV OVA. Now, it's been a while since Junjou Romantica has been released, so that's something to mention. Same thing with Sekaiichi Hatsukoi. That's also been a while since coming out, so I can't wait for Sekaiichi because that's my preference of series between the two. Now, I knew of Hybrid Child, so I decided to check the OVA because I never read it or anything. It's the biggest freaking tragedy ever, so if you want to cry your eyes out and like be destroyed mentally, then sure, go for it. But I do not recommend the OVA for it, even though it's only 4 episodes. I saw 1 through 3 and it was like torture. So yeah, no thanks. Then we have Love Stage. This is volumes 1 through 4 re-release. I know the mangaka and the both of them actually, because there's a different artist and author for this series. I have some of their other things in the past, and I noticed this at first when I was at Kinokuniya, but I didn't want to buy it because I was like, man, I'm not too sure about that. And then, as you can see, these new releases have the TV anime update on their little advertisement. And so I decided to check out the anime because I was like, okay, sure, like, I'll check that out first, and then if I like it, then I can always buy the manga later. And so I really liked and enjoyed the anime, so I recommend that. And then I just decided to buy the manga. So I'm up to date. I do have volume 5 as well that came with the DVD. So I will show that in a different one since that came later. Then continuing with the BL category, this one is a one-shot called Maniac ni aishite morita no mousou file. So it's basically this guy here. He was an otaku, sort of like grungy kind of guy with glasses, nerdy and everything, and he was in love with this guy, and he'd always make fantasy and just sort of daydream about, you know, doing stuff to him. And then they finally like get together, but he's still doing that, and so the guy kind of gets a little bit upset when that's what he does. But you can see here, now it's okay for one shot, but it's got some crazy fantasies. So let me see, I can just skim through a little bit. It is pretty hardcore though. And his fantasies are very bizarre. Like, the last one's just the worst. Like, he ends up having from like a fantasy about like him from all different parts of time. Like, it was just really weird. But see, that's like everybody. It's all him though. It's so weird. Anyways, so it was interesting for a hardcore one, you know, cute, but, you know, I don't know, just bizarre in a way, but it was alright. You know, you get hits, some good ones, and hits and misses and stuff. Then we have this one, which I absolutely loved. This is Tsundere hofu-san no gouman kareshi. And I think this person has done other stuff before. Haruno Ahiro, I think, if that sounds familiar to you, I think they've done other things that are well known. I'm not 100% sure. But it was so cute. Look at these. It's pretty neat. So basically, they used to, like, when they were in college, they used to date, but then they broke up, and then he ended up I guess, marrying and then having a kid, and then the kid went to his kindergarten, like he was the teacher, and the kid fell in love with him, and then when he came to pick him up, he was like, oh, hey, like, kissed him right away, and he was like, what the hell, and, like, then he started to try to pursue him again, like, nothing had happened. I don't know, it was so adorable. I highly recommend this one. That was very great. Then, now, I'm not sure if this is considered BL or not yet, because this is the same author from the series Tokaido Hisame and Hayabusa. So, that's why the artwork may look a little familiar. This is called Eureka Syndrome. His name, this blonde, is Eureka. And he apparently has this thing where guys and girls seem to fall in love with him, and he gets, like, stalked or kidnapped and obsessed, and, like, people try to, like, have sex with him and stuff, and it's just really strange. Like, he doesn't understand why everybody's so attracted to him, but he kind of, like, doesn't really care. This is his childhood friend, the brunette, and he doesn't have any feelings toward him like that. He just wants to look out for him. But other than that, there's no, like, romantic feelings. But I think Eureka actually likes him a lot. So here's the back, and see, there's them as kids together. So I don't know. I thought it was really cool, and plus, this mangaka is one of my favorites. So I don't know if it's really considered BL or not. It's sort of like in between. Then we've got Handa-kun. This is volume 1. Volumes 3 up to 3 have come out. This is also the same creator of the Barakamon. And you've seen probably that anime series for that. Now, this didn't get an anime series, but this is the prequel before that series. So this is the same guy, and it just shows his life through in high school, like how he was. See, because there's the things. So I like this. I prefer this series over this one, the one that is based off on it. It became, like, really successful and stuff, but for me, I found it to be a bit boring. But this one was really funny. Then we've got the continuing volume 3 of Boku no Tonari. I think this is, like, on, I can never remember how to say that, like, Kami-sama ga imasu, like Ankoku Hakaishin, I can't remember. Anyways, so basically they added some new characters, and I really, really like this series. It's so cute and funny. Just a great comedy series. Highly recommend that. Continuation, volume 2 of Bloody Mary. I love Bloody Mary for a vampire series. Highly recommend it. It's got that BL hint. Well, I see BL in almost everything. So that's just the Fujoshi blood. But last, we have these two. And these two are one-shots that are brand new. Now this one, this is Diorama Toy Box or Diorama Toy Box. It's based on fairy tales. And they had it originally on the online website. So I read everything online first, and then I decided to buy the volume because it got released in a volume. And I thought it was cute. The ending didn't really make any sense. But it's just a comedy fantasy. There's this company called Kill Mail, and it's basically in the fairy tale world. It's an assassination group where you can hire them to basically kill for you, like, so Cinderella, Snow White, you know, they meet, like, all those characters, and then, you know, like, say for Snow White, like, the evil queen would want Snow White to be assassinated or dead, so then, you know, it's just basically like that. And then there was this fairy tale book that could predict and see the future of every single fairy tale, and so I don't know, it was kind of neat. Cute, not great, but it was cute enough. Then we've got the last one here on the list. This is Hakamori Majo Bianca, and this is saying it's the Bianca, the groundkeeping witch. Now, I thought this was interesting. It's an unusual art style. It's sort of like, I wouldn't want to say Nightmare Before Christmas, but it kind of gave me that feeling of Sally, like, with her face like that and stuff. Basically, she was supposed to be guarding, a witch guarding this grave place, and he comes along, and he's like part werewolf, and he tries to basically get her power because this place has really like a lot of power, and then this guy is her uncle, and so he stops him and stuff like that, and he's in love with her, which is kind of strange, and she thinks so too, but then she's in love with the wolf guy, so it's basically a love triangle between them, and he's trying to come back from the grave. So I don't know. If he wasn't the uncle, I think that would be a little bit better. Otherwise, I don't know, it's kind of cute but weird at the same time. And I think it didn't end with either one of them getting her. I think they're just both trying to pursue her at the end here. I'm not sure, but I think that's what it was. Anyways, so that's all of them. And I will continue with my manga updates on what I get, because as you can see, look, there's all of that, and I got even new ones more for this month. So anyways, thank you so much for sticking with me and watching these as I get them out, and I will hopefully upload the next one soon. Thank you so much for watching.